What, Mr. DeMille?
That's a wonderful sound, Ernie.
Yeah.
Laughter from children. Children of all ages. Everything forgotten. Except the magic world they're in. The circus world. Of tinsel and spun candy and thrill. You know, one of the reasons we made the greatest show on earth is because the world needs laughter today. That kind of laughter. But the real circus story is more than laughter. It's an exciting story, a human story. A story that was a tremendous problem to film. Because the circus never stands still.
Well, Raider Nation and any football fan excited about catching a game inside Allegiant Stadium or waking up to some big news. You must be vaccinated to get inside. The Silver and Black are the first to implement such a policy in the NFL. And that news coming just hours after Governor Steve Sisolak announced that large venues in Nevada can allow guests to drop their masks if the venue requires proof of vaccination. Now, we are expected to learn more from the Raiders later today, but right now, here's what we know. Those vaccine requirements start immediately, meaning you'll have to have gotten the shot if you plan on attending the team's Monday Night Football home opener on September 13th against the Baltimore Ravens. Fully vaccinated fans will have to provide proof through an app. Now, partially vaccinated fans, meaning you've gotten at least one shot, will also be allowed to attend, but will have to mask up. And for anyone who's still unvaccinated that wants to go to a game, vaccines will be available at the stadium on game day. You can get your shot then and go right on in, but you'll have to wear a mask.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
That there's some things you don't write about and you don't talk about because you'll lose your job. And that's where the control is. And that's why they pay anchormen like Dan Rather $2 million a year, because he doesn't question them. He knows that if he goes against them, he's going to lose $2 million a year. Do you think a man that looks pretty and sits in front of a TV camera for the 6 o'clock news is worth $2 million a year? No way. I don't care how long he works and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive? And when the people are asking questions and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor, he sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. That's why they pay a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus. I know men who don't know anything in the world except who plays third base for the Mets. And they think that's a great accomplishment. And they meet and pat each other on the back and bond and go have cocktails and talk about what this guy that plays third base for the Mets did in last night's game. It's sad. It's really sad.
Is there any room in in a kind of society where these manipulations are not taking place for this type of entertainment or any type of entertainment at all?
If people understand that a game is a game, if people understand that nobody, no matter what they do, is worth paying $2 or $3 million a year for.
Hey, Houston, we've had a problem here. Can say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
We are all shapeshifters. We are all lonely drifters. We've forgotten how we escape through the winking eyes and the secret handshake. Disposable me, expendable you. Just take what you need, do what you do. Take me under. This heart has seen better days. You got my number. Yeah, there's no change in my ways. Over and over, you're on your shapeshifters, 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 shapeshifters. I'm running from me, I'm hiding from you. There goes my alter ego. You know everyone that I know. Abandon the street, abandon the truth. There goes my alter ego. You know all the people I know. Oh, you blew my cover. You're that kind of lover, that kind of lover. Whoa, you're taking me under. This heart has seen better days. You got my number. Girl, there's no change in my ways. Over and over, you're on your own. Shapeshifters, shapeshifters. There goes my alter ego. You know everyone that I know. Shapeshifters, shapeshifters. There goes my alter ego. Sometimes I feel I'm slipping away. I feel I'm slipping away. Whoa, you'll be alright in the morning. Whoa. Try to keep the fires burning. Whoa, open up your eyes. The man and the devil in cahoots be out here. Everybody has twisted roots. Whoa, it'll be alright in the morning. Whoa, try to keep the fires burning. Whoa, when the sun did rise, everybody was gone. You were far from home. You're on your own.
Peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. It's starting to be a little bit more normal now. Excuse the music, the sound in the background. I'm about to take care of that right now. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I wanted to attack this quick. I want to nip this in the bud because I've been talking about it, but I didn't have any type of skill as far as presenting images and letting you hear some things from the horse's mouth. So check this here out, y'all. Oh, hold up, let me share it again. I just want y'all to hear some things from the horse's mouth. Don't want you to take my word for anything. I'm gonna talk about it for a while, and then I'm gonna finally bring it right before you. Figure out a way to do it anyway. Check it out.
Tom Brady was at least generally aware. We get late details from NBC's Peter Alexander.
This video has been blowing up on the web over the last few days, causing NFL fans great anger after the Patriots upset the Jacksonville Jaguars to advance to the Super Bowl for the 10th time. If you look closely, this referee appears to be celebrating the touchdown with the Patriots when he should have been officiating the game. This video has fans crying foul and forced the league to finally acknowledge that the NFL games are sometimes fixed in order to drive revenue and ratings. Watch that again. The same referee congratulating Tom Brady after the upset. Not only did the video cause NFL fans to hemorrhage from their brains, it also caused uproar with the players. Denver Broncos star TJ Ward simply tweeted, "Rigged, shaking my head." The next morning, Jaguars cornerback Jaylen Ramsey confirms everyone's suspicions when he admits, "Coach told us in the middle of the fourth to give the game to New England. We didn't want to, but commissioners said it's best for the league." Ramsey quickly deleted the tweet, but it seems it was already too late. Reports out of New York indicate that Roger Goodell has permanently banned Ramsey from the league in response to his tweet. In an interview this morning, Colin Cowherd grilled Goodell over the ban and asked if he had maybe taken things too far.
Is it realistic to say, listen, NFL, this is the one part of your content you're not going to be able to control. Lighten up on Twitter, NFL, and let the kids talk?
Well, we do. Obviously, we have a social media policy that is constantly changing. In fact, we made a lot of changes earlier this year. And yes, what we have is a technology that allows our players to have direct access to our fans, and it creates a unique opportunity. However, we also have obligations to our partners and our advertisers. And anything a player does to hinder that process, it won't be tolerated. So unfortunately, we had to let Mr. Ramsey go because what he did was a clear violation of that policy.
After his interview, Goodell held an emergency press conference acknowledging he made several mistakes and eventually admitted to having games rigged in order to create a super dynasty.
Over the past several weeks, we have seen all too much of the NFL doing wrong. That starts with me. I got it wrong. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry for that.
What fans don't realize is that this press release only came out after WFKE News obtained an unreleased interview between former NFL referee Richard Ndabu and Jim Rome, where Ndabu admits to rigging games in order to not only drive up ratings and revenue, but also help him and his colleagues win bets.
You didn't just share information and help your buddies. You actually started to bet on the games. Correct. How did that happen? How come?
Just sitting at lunch with other referees and getting information to where, we were going to stick it to somebody that night.
One specific team Ndabu stuck it to was last year against the Buffalo Bills when he confessed in front of 80,000 Patriots fans that he was going to create a completely fake penalty against the Bills in order to offset a blown call in which he robbed the Patriots of a touchdown.
I totally blew that call. In fact, it wasn't even close. But don't worry, I'll penalize the other team for no good reason in the second half to even things up.
Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana was asked if this cheating has been a long-time practice in the NFL, and he responded.
Well, they always say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So they're trying hard.
Glorious, we glorious. 28, 22, now stories up, so keep my dick up out your mouth. Don't be twisting the story up. I'm from Chirac, but call my first body up.
Yeah, so we just hearing things from the horse's mouth, y'all. You should see how many people call me Mr. Negativity when it comes to shit like this. Just because I hear things and I see things. See what led me down this road, because I guarantee you, you got to go search for stuff like this. What led me down these roads? See, I was a sports fanatic. That's all I thought about, man. That's all I did. Stats and all that shit, man. Come on. You telling me I wanted this shit to be fake? I just say anybody think that don't know me. And come to find out, people who grew up with me, people who suffered through my, hey man, I gotta go look at this game. And this thing was more important than anything that existed type of attitude. It's like they forget all about that. And they just think I want to just go against the system. That's nowhere near the case. Just want y'all to hear some things, man. That way you won't say, dang, maybe Curl did
champion Dwight Smith, who was a part of that team, 2 pick sixes. We all know what he did against the Raiders. But he joins us here in the Ronnie T. Crash Show as we count down to Super Bowl Sunday. Dwight, Ronnie, and Tom here. How are you? Welcome to the show. All right.
We had to come up right.
There it is.
Is that right? Well, we got a great matchup coming up with Super Bowl 55. Obviously, the Buccaneers are playing on their home field. They're not the home team, I guess. I guess you could say they're the home team, but it's supposed to be a neutral field. But just tell me, as a former Buccaneer, how surreal is this for the Bucs to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium?
That's a good question, man. I would like to ask some Tampa fans that question because I really don't know.
Well, I mean, this is something that no one's ever seen before. I mean, you're hosting the Super Bowl. The Bucs are in it. It's Brady versus Mahomes. I mean,
that was something I predicted at the beginning of the year. I said if the NFL wanted to have the home team in the Super Bowl, this would be the perfect year. Pandemic, people can't travel, so it's not a shock to me.
How big of an advantage do you think it will be for the Buccaneers not having to travel anywhere? Because obviously, when you were in the Super Bowl.
That's not no advantage. I don't have no advantage.
No advantage? Okay.
No.
All right, so.
That's like saying they have advantage at every home game during the year. So, I mean, it ain't like they won every home game. So it ain't much of an advantage. Yeah, y'all know all the X's and O's, man. I'm just sitting at home watching. I don't like to get into that because I don't believe the game is really decided on the field. So, I don't get into all the X's and O's and talking, man. Like I said, I played in the game. I set a Super Bowl record, and we knew every play they was running before the game started. So, hey, who am I to say?
Well, tell us about that week leading up to the Super Bowl, because that was the big thing. Bill Callahan was the Raiders coach at the time. Obviously, John Gruden had just come over. Tell us about that week of preparation leading up to the game and how it was executed by you guys. I mean, you could know which plays are coming. And
Tim Brown and Jerry Rice come out and say that they made them run John Gruden's offense.
Yes. Yep. It was his offense, and you guys knew exactly what was coming. Did you know every single play?
They didn't run that offense all year, though. Ain't it odd that you would run it when you're playing against us?
So did you guys know every play before the ball was snapped?
I'm just saying, man, the game ain't decided on the field. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, I predict who's going to be in the Super Bowl. It ain't about who has the best players. Football is entertainment. So what's the most entertaining Super Bowl? The Bucs in their first one against Patrick Mahomes has nothing to do with if these are the best teams, because we know that these aren't the best teams. The Bucs are not the best NFC team.
So who's the best team in the NFC, in your opinion?
The Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
But the Bucs beat them at Lambeau, though. I mean, the Bucs proved it. They won there. They beat Aaron Rodgers at his place.
You can say what you want, man. Like I say, the game ain't decided on the field.
But the Bucs beat Green Bay like 38-10 at Raymond James Stadium in the regular season.
You're not listening to me, man. You keep saying
So how is it decided then if it's not on the field?
The Giants won the Super Bowl in 2007. I had 2 pick sixes. One I took back 93 yards, another pick up there in New York. We beat them 40-something. We didn't have Adrian Peterson. They went on to win a Super Bowl. Like you go for who beat what and how? Like, come on, man. Stop that.
All right, so how do you see this one playing out on Sunday?
It depends on when Vegas make that call. How Vegas ain't gonna lose the most money.
So do you think the Bucs' original Super Bowl that you were a part of and won was illegitimate?
I think everyone is.
If you don't mind me asking then, and we obviously appreciate giving us a little bit of time, why do an interview?
Let me pause that for a second. This guy who's doing this woofing now, this gentleman is a 2-time Super Bowl winner. All right, let's understand this. Listen to what this man is saying. Now, I'm gonna just let the rest of it play out, y'all. All right.
Review for the Super Bowl if you don't believe that it's set up the right way.
Y'all asked me to. Don't nobody call me no other time until Super Bowl come, right?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Did anybody when we got on the phone say, "Hey, how's your family doing? How your kids doing?" No, none of that matters. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinion.
And I appreciate that. We do.
We do.
I mean, that is our job, though, is to talk sports. I mean, it's not personal.
So what is your honest
job to be real?
We understand that. So what is your honest opinion of Tom Brady being in 10 Super Bowls?
Good luck. A lot of luck, you know.
Okay.
Because, you know, everybody say Tom Brady, but if I can remember, there's a lot of kickers kicking kicks for him to make it there.
Well, Tom Brady did put him in a position to make those
So did
kicks.
Jim Kelly. But his kicker missed the kick.
He did miss the kick.
Right. He did.
He did miss a kick.
Well,
He also lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
But it's Jim Kelly's fault. Or it's not Tom Brady's fault if his kicker do, like, come on, man. Boy, man. We break stuff down like it's so small. Like, this is the only reason that it happened. Like, come on, man.
So the reason you guys won the Super Bowl wasn't because of your outstanding defense. It was because that's the way it was predetermined. That's what you're.
Well, I mean, if our defense was so outstanding, why we couldn't beat the Saints that year? Saints beat us twice. So why did the Oakland Raiders say we're gonna go in with the Saints game plan? Because they had Deuce McCall, they ran the ball down our throat. Why didn't they come in and say we're gonna do the same thing?
All right, D.
Now there's no more one to talk.
Well, we don't know what else to say.
We're just caught off guard a little bit. That's all. A little bit. To be honest with you.
Let's talk about the fact that the Lions made Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders give back money, but they traded Matthew Stafford when he wanted to be.
Yeah, well, hey.
Barry Sanders didn't want to play for John Ross.
Let's not talk about the real things, man. Let's just talk about that. I got you, man. I got you.
Well, Barry Sanders didn't want to play for Bobby Ross, but that's another story for another day.
So
him and Calvin Johnson both asked to be traded. They wanted to go somewhere where they could try to win. They made them retire and give some of their money back.
All right, so let's, for just a second, I just want to get your thoughts on Patrick Mahomes and what he's done at his young age.
It's great, man. I mean, the key for me with most teams is let's see how your team performs after your quarterback rookie contract kicks in. After, you know, he's off his rookie contract.
So what do you think about Jameis Winston's time in Tampa Bay now that he's in New Orleans? Because
never liked it. Now back to what I was saying. We watched the Seattle Seahawks be good until they paid Russell Wilson. We watched the Packers go to the Super Bowl until they paid Aaron Rodgers. The Eagles would win. The Rams would golf. So you know you got to try to do it while you're on your rookie deal, unless you got Tom Brady as your quarterback.
All right, so. How do you see this game playing out? I guess it's you already told us, right? It's just depending on what Vegas wants it to be, right?
Yeah, the New England Rams game 10-3, man. Who thought that was happening?
All right, Dwight, man, we appreciate a few minutes.
Yeah, straight like that, y'all. Yeah, I ain't playing. And once again, this is just me presenting my case. I know a lot of people already feel it. You know what I'm saying? They just can't point it out. So allow me to let these players, let these commissioners tell you what's going on. All right? I got something else for you. Then I got my homeboy, you understand, who just gonna put the cherry on the cake for you. Just show you what it's all about. All right?
Often in the NFL, does it feel like everything?
Oops, my bad. Let me bring y'all with me. I'm sorry. Let me bring y'all with me now, because I don't want y'all to miss anything. Okay? I want y'all to miss nothing, man. I want y'all with me. I climbed up this mountain, man. I want to be reaching back saying, hey, come on. Come on. Get your footing. You got your grip? Okay, come on. Come with me.
Perfectly falls into place. After all, the NFL is a business. That being said,
there's something about Super Bowl 55 that keeps circling in my mind. It's just
too perfect. A 43-year-old Tom Brady has been the face of the league for 2 decades, and now he faces off against the likely future face of the league, Patrick Mahomes, in the big game. Of course he does. First, we are closing in on 100,000 subscribers, so please help us out by subscribing and
Give me 1 second on that video. I gotta vet that a little bit more. That was something I thought it was. I gotta vet that a little bit more. Let my homeboy tell you what's good right quick. I love the way he put this.
Time to watch their achievements and give them accolades and live vicariously through their accomplishments. While you accomplish nothing.
Messed up again. Here I come, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard what he was saying, but I'm about to make sure you hear it this time. It's my homeboy, Unplug him. Just running into this brother probably about 2 weeks ago, y'all. So, you know, make sure if y'all like what he's about to get ready and present to y'all, make sure y'all go holler at him.
That's what they talk about. When they talk about warfare, they call it the theater of war. That's an official military term. The theater of war. Interesting. So if it's orchestrated war, you don't believe it's orchestrated sports? Have mercy. I don't know what to say for you. Tired of them. So yes, they too are performers, and we're going to look more at the MK Ultra dynamic and different things of that nature in depth, starting right now. We're going 35 minutes in. I was just freestyling on the old thing. Now, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the last days. Well, in the days of Noah, you had the kings and queens of this earth who bred soldiers and gladiators for their amusement, for blood sport. First, it was for the kings and for the emperors to enjoy the blood sport and to watch men fight to the death for their amusement. Do I amuse you? Then their advisors and their counselors got the bright idea to say, well, you know, this is something that if we show this to the people, we can feed them the demon of anger, of frustration, of ecstasy, being ecstatic at will. We can punch the buttons of the people based on what's happening, what's occurring in sports. I remember when people didn't get too excited when their team wasn't in the playoffs or the finals. It's no longer that way. They have made icons and idols of the sports stars so effectively that regardless of where they're from or what state or city they represent, it is your favorite pastime to watch their achievements and give them accolades and live vicariously through their accomplishments. While you accomplish nothing but gaining weight, eating Cheetos and dip, baby, dip, eating chips and dip, sitting on the couch while your wife is trying to walk around in her best lingerie. You ain't paying her no attention. Have mercy. Because the game is on. Men will become lovers of themselves. Can't get you to watch a female sport. Now, when Serena was playing, I did watch. And yeah, we're going to talk on that because I'm going to tell you. Now, I believe there's some lady boys out here and some boy ladies. Have mercy. But that's a woman. But she has been enhanced. And as we go off into Michael Jordan, we're going to talk about the mind control and the enhancements. And yes, the Air. I didn't say this yesterday. On the Air Jordan 13, the 11 was the breads, right? The bread, being bred. A clone being bred. 11 is the clones or the twins, making another you, duality, a double you.
Hey, let me stop my homeboy before he get too deep now. Let me stop him now. Yeah, I understand, because he's about to go on to a whole nother level. But see, he brought the representation out, what I wanted to present. Man will be lovers of themselves. See, that's not just necessarily saying you look in the mirror and you're conceited, and you like to see yourself with nice things. No, what he was saying is the same thing I was saying when I was talking about the toys as a kid, the action figures, the He-Mans with the 12 packs, and the extracurricular muscles, See, all of that was for a reason. All of that is a design. And that design is and always have been not only to rely on the human consciousness to touch on these things, but to also manipulate, to try their best to make everybody think and act the same. Hive mind. That's what all of this stuff is about. That's what the 7 feet tall wrestlers about. That's what the little quick wrestlers that can jump and hop everywhere. See, all of this stuff is just in every aspect, the admiration of a man towards another man. Ooh, I see this. I want to do that. Ooh, I like how that look on him. I want to have that look too. Excuse me. Hey y'all, I'm online. Yeah, forgive me. That's the life in my household. You understand? Just trying to put it in words to where a normal person's eye can catch what's going on. If you didn't catch it way back when, at least start to pay attention up to this point. That's all it's been about. Y'all don't remember when the long hair started being really popular? The Edrin James. Y'all remember that? Then after that, a few more stars. They made a few other people stars with the long hair. Then it moved to the NBA, even more so. Come on, man. Y'all remember we was playing football and we used to go get the touchdown and we used to have the X. We used to put the X on our chest, just like the commercials, the Gatorade commercials and shit like that. Y'all remember that? Yeah, it's a program all the way around. It's a program. And then if a person don't look like these things that we admire or we've been taught that is beautiful, we ridicule them. We talk about them. You understand what I'm saying? We talk about them. And see, the controllers, they always give you the images you need. Notice how I'm talking about how they beat up the body type that's not desired. They beat them up, right? But always they give you huge. They give you the obese, the oversized, or the extra size as heroes. Y'all remember back in the day, Barry White. Come on, fast forward a little bit further down the line. You got Heavy D, Biggie Smalls. Then my big dog from the Sugar Hill gang came in between them. And don't forget about the Fat Boys. Some of the dopest MCs on the block. Lyric and music. They always give you your heroes. All because they want man to be worshipped in every aspect. And it ain't enough to be adored by the women. They want men to be adored by men. That's what the Baphomet is all about, y'all. Why you think they present that to you? The goat feet, the phallic, the woman's breast, the goat head, the wings. It's how you desensitize a people. You see it enough, it ain't as scary to you no more. You hear it enough, it ain't as creepy no more. That's all this stuff been about. I heard a brother say, what did a brother say? It's no secret. How is this a secret and everybody know? Because they want everybody to know. Look around. The people that was dominating the music and in the movie industry, they're getting old now. They're recruiting. They want you to know the rules of engagement before you take that step. I mean, what the hell you think, man? Where they gonna get their recruits from? I'm gonna show you videos of people that's professors, that's movie producers. Do y'all remember Betty White? Betty White never went to college. The lady that just passed never went to college, but yet she was a producer in her 20s on live television, starring in episodes of shows she was producing. Yeah, you just got to be smart, and you got to be all these things. Well, if you never went to college and never went to school for these things, how you end up there? Tell us your process, because we'd like to imitate that. Here you doing all these things when it first kicked off, and you ain't even said nothing about rubbing your fingers through to the bone, scraping your knees to the bone, to the marrow. You just hop on, oh well, no education, no this or that. Oh well. And then you guys, oh, you see, we mourn these people, these characters, and when we die, ain't nobody there to mourn us. Not the ones we hold near and dear. Nobody's there to mourn us. Not the stars, especially not the stars we follow. And look, we believe a star way before we believe a person in the bed with us. We'll take that star's words and advice before we take our own people. Not knowing this ain't even the star's advice. This is just a script he reading. Just a script. And the brother asked a question. The brother said, so you think they can orchestrate wars, but not sports? And then let's talk about what the brother said. The brother just clearly said, I asked the brother, who's going to win the game? And brother just simply said, whoever Vegas say going to win. Whatever's going to be the move to make the most money. Period. See, y'all think it's about competition on the field. See, the NFL only make about a couple $100 million per season, probably about $900 million per season. But see, they're in the billions when it comes to Vegas on the bets. Why do you think these sports stars get paid so much? Because they can jump real high. And if you hoop like I hoop, you see people at the basketball court at the park doing these things effortlessly all day. All day. So you know it's humanly possible. So why do you think they get paid so much? To sell seats? I just told you. And if you want to go find that out, it's the information and access to that information is very easy to come across. Only a couple strokes of a keypad. Very easy to come across. And you actually think it's about competition? You telling me I got billions upon billions? Maybe we may even be talking about close to 100 billion. And I may be way off, but compared to the tickets and apparel and the concessions, all mixed together, don't even add up nowhere near to what they getting in bets in Vegas. Y'all heard this 2-time Super Bowl going to motherfucker tell y'all he was keeping it real. Nobody asked him about him. They asked him about his family. But you want me to keep it kosher. Somebody that brought the game all type of views. Yeah, he probably wasn't that popular, but he was a starter. So he did his job, but what he get? He said don't nobody call him until Super Bowl time. Show you how much they give a fuck about your sacrifice. About his sacrifice. He probably can barely walk now. Giving out all them hits on that field, taking all them hits on that field. He probably can barely walk right now. Y'all seen the bus? Detroit's own? Yeah, man, these people beat up, man. Talk to me about just one season. Yeah, I had knee problems before that. I had my leg broken and set in place because it was too bold. And they told me not to play ball, but I played ball. Talk about these knees from a season. Man, can you imagine? These boys been playing, man, since PAL. Can you imagine the brutality? Yeah, man. Well, we gonna discuss it. I got a few other things. The brother just pointed out to you guys how you sitting there on that couch, eating it, snacking, and your wife walking past you in some of the nicest lingerie. Some of the nicest. We ain't paying no attention to her. I remember that. And this before I was married. So my various female associates who didn't watch the game but wanted me around and allowed me to watch the game. That was the attitudes walking past me. Again, sorry about the noise in the background, y'all. I could have picked a better time, but I was up, moving around, had it on my mind, had it on my spirit. Wanted to go ahead and get this information out here. A lot of this information I got one more tape for y'all. I wanted y'all to hear what the commissioner said about the WWE being like the NFL, as Emno somewhat pointed out when he came up in here. What up, though, Emno, man? Long time no see, brother. Missed you too, Christ Council, brother. I'm here, man. I ain't going nowhere. I'm a wither through this little background storm, and we're gonna get talking. We're gonna get into some information. All right, but let me type this up for y'all right quick. Let me type this up for y'all right quick because I thought this other video was it, but I guess it wasn't. Compared to, I probably said that wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. I'm gonna get it together. Just give me a hot second, John. Let me drop this link just in case my young dog wanna come rap a taste with me. But I hope everybody's day been going as well as mine. I woke up today, first of all. I was able to get to the bathroom in time, brush my teeth, talk stuff to my wife, eat. You understand? And my stomach is feeling better, y'all. Way, way better. My wife cooked some cube steak yesterday, man. I ate that while I was sitting at the studio with my bro. And man, when I came home, I was still full. That was like an hour, 2 hours later. So I went up there and thought I was about to aggravate my wife, but she was knocked out. Made it an early night yesterday, y'all. Appreciate that, Mary Jane. Appreciate that. And you know, when I woke up today, I felt so satisfied, you know, that I didn't feel that little pinch, you know, on my stomach. So and look, still bagging away from the smoke too. I've been smoking, but I ain't been smoking nowhere near as much as I'm used to. So I've been feeling a little bit better all around. Now, I did notice my knee was kind of swollen or uncomfortable when I left out the house yesterday. But other than that, you know, I'm great, y'all. I just want to present a few things to y'all and talk to y'all about it because it ain't being talked about. We have to be on the watch. We have to be very watchful because people sneaking things up under our nose and we're oblivious to what's going on. This man, and we probably be hearing about him being killed soon. No doubt with what he said or some type of apology because he was snapping, wasn't he, y'all? He snapped. And I know for a fact he's probably just like many other people that get to that level and realize, just imagine for 1 second believing all this stuff is all work, all hard work, and you get into a game and your coach tell you to give the other team the game. That got to be something. I know it got to hurt, man. It got to hurt. Get into a big game in your career, and you got in mind making all types of sacrifices, good plays, and your coach tell you, your team, give it to the other team. It's best for the business. Just imagine something like that. And let's say Jaylen Ramsey was lying before he took that tweet down. Let's say it all a game. It wouldn't be out here if they didn't want you to know. So you understand that's all recruitment. All recruitment. Because when it comes to talent, you know, understand a lot of people is finding out what's real and what ain't real. So when you got a group of people finding out this, you got also a group of people that's saying, well, I'm willing to deal with that for that money. I don't really care about it being real. You know, I'm going to make this amount of money, this, that, and the other. I'm going to just follow rules. And those are the people that's being called when you see these things. When you talk about the Illuminati and people exposing what they're doing. See, John Todd told us then that the Illuminati rose up people to expose the Illuminati. Why do you think John Todd told us that? He told us that because this is a form of recruitment. This is a form of explaining what's really going on without them actually having to sit you down and explain it to you. They let everybody else explain it to you. And then you get some of those people that hear the rules of engagement and they look at the lifestyle and they make a conscious decision. Well, hell, fuck niggas anyway. If that's all I got to do, if I can look good and all I got to do is keep my mouth closed and just do what I'm told, I ain't got no problem with that. Period. And that's when it becomes, like Miss Mary Jane just pointed out, selling your soul. Not until then. Not until you make that conscious that conscious decision to be a deceiver for money. See, some people sell their souls for, I want to say less than money, but excuse me. Some people sell their souls just for recognition. So selling it for money is that in itself. That's when you become a deceiver. That's when you become a demon. That's when you become a serpent mind. That's your rebirth. Because you're working your whole mind on a false reality. And you're living that false reality. And when you sign that contract / non-disclosure, you're letting it be known, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. See, I don't know if that brother knew, or if he knows, or if his contract, as far as keeping his mouth closed, is up. Or maybe he putting it out there because he feared the people going to come for him eventually. He probably paying attention to this gematria and how this stuff working out with these deaths. These deaths that look like they were pre-planned. They were predetermined. Because the date of these people's deaths is equaling up to the number of their name. So a lot of people starting to get suspicious, especially in the entertainment world. Entertainers are starting to spread the knowledge now. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. I don't know if y'all went over and checked out Zachary K. Hubbard yet. But yeah, it's people really starting to wake up in all aspects. Remember, it always happened up high first. You heard the term as above, so below? See, that's a satanic deviation for reality. They get that from Genesis. They get that from the Lord's Prayer. You know how Genesis explained to us that it was spirit people living before fleshly people, that the spirit people created the flesh people? That's where they get that from. There was an establishment, there was a civilization already established and thriving before these fleshly people came on the scene. Hence, as above, so below. Hence, the motto prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will take place. In heaven, also upon the earth. See, the heavens was cleansed. And we pray for the earth to be cleansed as well, as was promised in Genesis. So no matter what side you stand on, you know, you got some people that come out here and say, I'm going to stop this devil worship and all this stuff. See, what you're doing is standing in the way of the universe at that point. See, the devil have a way to make us think we're doing something right when it's wrong. Because if this reality has already been damned, it's already been X'd out, it's already been put on a chopping block. What are you going to do to save it? See, understand, I know that it's nothing we can do to save it, but it is something you can do to save yourself. It is something you can do to help save your family. You got to get to working on your own perception of this reality first. Remember, they gave Neo the option, take the red pill or the blue pill. See, I say don't take no pill. Because they got the red pill now, they got that thing in there, and I wouldn't recommend you take that. I'm going to just say take a real big glass of reality and call a buck a buck. Call a duck a duck. Quit calling cats dogs and dogs cats. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. The world has already been judged. So you either going to keep on relaxing, you're going to keep on kicking your feet back and trying to steady be better than your fellow man, or you're going to save yourself. And maybe you run into a few people that you got some things in common with, namely truth, namely not being a hive mind, namely spiritual. And you might want to open their eyes up on a few things. They might not know the things that you know. But as far as trying to save this system, this country, this society, these laws, check this out. When this world decided that Christ was irrelevant and to put him on a torture state, and 2,000 years later, still call him a fraud and don't even believe that he exists. And if he did exist, it's something that I wouldn't, a weak man like this, it ain't something that I would want to follow. See, when the world decided that, they decided they wanted to fall right along with the world. So there is no more saving this system. There is no more prevention of the New World Order. All of that been nipped in the bud. Yeah, because people too weak to, no. It ain't about that. You've been cheated from birth. From birth, you've been lied to. And all through your life, even a lot of us right now, they got the news in front of us, getting lied to as we speak. Just lies, just manipulations to help keep you asleep. See, they've been realized that fear makes people spend money. They've been realized this way before the 1900s. So they always use fear to get rich. Fear. What y'all think all this stuff is about? What y'all think all this jabber and all this stuff is about? All this stuff is about pharmaceuticals, man. It's about control. They've been grooming you for years to make sure you let somebody with an MD tell you what's best for you, despite what you feel. See, I start feeling certain issues a little bit more and more. And what I did was I pulled back on some things. My smoking, namely. See, I noticed something happening a little strange. Something I usually feel every blue moon. I felt it a little bit more, close to each other, repetitive. And I said, oh, okay. And guess what, y'all? Without any kind of medication, without any kind of prescription, I feel way better. Just holding back, just taking a step back. Okay, I'm getting older. I'm getting old. I'm not living as healthy as I should. Here, let me cut back on some of this shit I know ain't no good for me. If not all of it together. I've been trying to wake people up for the last several years. I'm called a conspiracy theorist, but the conspiracies come true. Absolutely. Understand that term was considered a term right after the Kennedy assassination. The government created that term so that when people hear that, when normal thinking people hear that, who's taught to think inside the box, they'll already associate that with a crazy person. See, understand their tactics. That's how you know when they're behind something, because one of their first tactics is to make the person seem crazy. All right? This is how you know they're behind some things. All of their tactics is always the same since the garden. Understand, when somebody go against the grain, what is the first thing they're told to be? Crazy. Remember David Chappelle. Remember Lauryn Hill. All right? Remember, what's the big girl name? Nicole, Nikki. Remember Michael Jackson. Remember, these people was called crazy when they went against the grain. Y'all think that's a conspiracy? Y'all think that's people making stuff up? No, this is what they say. And they put it out there so we can think it also every time. Oh, they're crazy. They put them in a mental institution, this, that, and the other. See, when they do that, they destroy the credibility. They destroy the credibility. That's what this crazy talk is about. And see, the tactics don't change. Go to the Gospels. They said the same thing about Christ. Because he was going against the grain. It's no different today when it comes to truth. When it comes to truth and people hang on to the lie and benefit from the lie versus the truth, what you think the people who's benefiting from the lie is going to do? They're going to tear down your credibility. They're going to make sure people don't listen to you. The same thing. Go listen to the sports stars. Remember Junior Seau took his life. What they say, he went crazy before then. They tried to make Pimp C like he went crazy. Somebody speaking about being real and they turn around and go kill themselves OD in a hotel room. Look what they did to Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill just simply seen what was on the other side and said, no. My spirit can't do that. They turned her to a crazy person overnight. Let you see her hair all cut. And only the people that go against the grain. Not nobody else. It's time for us to see what's right in front of our face, man. These people about to blast out these rays. Well, we got another 2 days before these 5G rays blasting all across the country. What's that? Potato? Oh. Another 2 days, y'all. Another 2 wake ups before it's at full blast. You guys are about to see some crazy things. I don't know how I'm going to react to them. And look, y'all, they're around us already. But see, some things about to be revealed. So don't let it scare you. Don't let it scare you. Y'all remember what I told y'all to do without saying the sound? Y'all remember what I told y'all? Just do that. I ain't going to put it out here no more. Remember what I told y'all to do without even opening your mouth. Remember what I told y'all what happened to me. When y'all realize I'm not blowing smoke up y'all ass, go do exactly what I told y'all to do. Exactly what I did. Because ain't nothing nobody can do to stop it. The only thing you can do is prepare for it. So they want the kids out of school for additional week. And they're threatening, because a lot of people depend on them kids being in class at a certain time of the day. See, all this stuff was a program. All of this stuff was a program. Before they go back, they got to be subjected to this test. And I haven't took the test before, but I'm hearing it's something you got to stick in your nose, you know, something I wouldn't want my babies going through. So, you know, then at the beginning of the next school year, if they're not V, they can't go to school, period. So this is the force game I was telling y'all about, y'all. This is the force game. Now, see, on our news broadcast, they had a dude talking about some depend on your grandparents, you know, when it comes to stuff like this. This guy had 6 kids in school, and they were in 3 different schools. So his method was depend on your grandparents. Well, it's a fact that some people ain't got that. Some people don't have family. And some people have family, but their family's sick. And you wouldn't dare leave your kids around them. So look at it for what it is. It's a force hand. It's a force. You're going to either give up your job, be homeless, or you just going to leave your babies anywhere. Or you going to put this poison in your ass. Your pick. Your pick. And y'all remember some of the people that was around. Do y'all remember I was telling y'all that every time the news broadcast come up, they flash this thing right on the screen. They still doing it, y'all. They ain't changed nothing up. I'm going to show y'all. See, I was trying to show y'all the last time, and for whatever reason, the stuff I was trying to show y'all wouldn't come up. But I think I was on some dizzy shit too, y'all. So give me one second. I was on some dizzy shit, y'all. Okay, let me see. The airports are now asking the government to turn on the 5Gs around. Oh, yeah, not to. Yep, you right. I seen that too. And you know what I said to my wife when I heard that? I said, but it's all right to have them blasting at the schools, though. It's all right to have them blasting on them kids, but not the airport. But that in itself don't mean, Mary Jane. That in itself, though, that don't speak volumes. Don't that speak volumes? Don't turn it on. It's not allowed to be turned on near the airports. That in itself says volumes to me. And I caught that too. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, bear with me for a second. I'm going to show y'all something. Let me show you from a Detroit aspect. Let me show you from a Detroit aspect of what I see every time I decide to look at a quick news break. Show y'all something right quick. What is that one name? News Detroit. Click on Detroit. Okay. Here it come, y'all. Oops, shit. Yep. There you go, right here. Let me see, y'all. Brief. Okay. 4 p.m. Okay.
In today's trending stories, we have a 5G about face. AT&T and Verizon are both delaying the rollout of their new 5G services. Now, remember yesterday we told you the companies plan to start their 5G rollout this Wednesday, and the FAA and U.S. Transportation Department had concerns about how the system might actually interfere with sensitive electronics on airplanes. Well, the wireless companies are now offering to take precautions similar to those in Europe and say they are confident that 5G and aviation safety can coexist. Now, AT&T and Verizon say they will wait 2 more weeks until January 19th to start 5G. The government wants more time to study the impact. More and more people talking about a trending story that started in a California delivery room. This set of twins, born 15 minutes apart, but on different days, in different months, and 2 separate years. Mom's due date was January 16th, but you guessed it, their arrival started on New Year's Eve when little Alfredo was born at 11:45 p.m. on December 31st. His sister, Aileen, waited 15 minutes and was born at midnight on January 1st. Now, the estimated chances of twins born with different birthdays, 1 in 2 million. You've got a story to share. All right, grab a box of Kleenex, cup of tea, maybe a glass of wine. Settle in for tonight's premiere of the drama This Is Us. The show focusing on the Pearson family is kicking off its final season. Sterling K. Brown, who plays Randall, says he's not
Show y'all what I'm talking about.
At least not yet.
I'll get sad around episode 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me like 15, 16, 17, 18, like that last 4 when you'll be having like the last scene with so-and-so, and the last time that you're in this house, or the last time that you're on this particular set. Then things will start to creep up. And then by 6:18, it'll be a hot mess.
That's for sure. You may have heard him say 6:18. By the way, that refers to the 18th and final episode of the 6th season. It's a little Hollywood talk for you. Right now, production on this season is about halfway done. NBC's Primetime is all new tonight with the comedies American Auto.
Look like we're going to make it through this one without it, y'all.
Then the final season premiere of This Is Us at 9, followed by a new episode of New Amsterdam. And make sure to stay up for Local 4 News.
Don't worry, I got them. Hold up, y'all. Bear with me for a hot second.
Today's trending stories, we have a
I'm surprised that one went through without what I was trying to show y'all. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. I got you now. Guess I got to go with a little longer metro weather. Hold up. Let me go into the. I'm real surprised. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
This yours, right?
Yeah. Put it right there. Here it come, y'all. I just want to show y'all what flash on the screen every time this thing come up. I'm trying to find a not so long presentation, y'all. I gotta show y'all this though, because I've been talking about it. I'm gonna try this.
If you're under the age of 64 and make less than $55,000 a year, you may qualify.
We are following stories from all across Metro Detroit this morning.
Yes, we are. And that includes stories out of Brownstown and also Shelby Township. So we do want to begin here in Ann Arbor. That is where the man accused of killing a 71-year-old will be sentenced today. Christopher Cheatham was charged with murder and several financial and stolen property charges. He was found guilty in November of murdering Richard Fortune at a home on Lillian Road. This is near US 23 and Packard there in Ann Arbor in February of 2019.
A 28-year-old man in Shelby Township is accused of abusing his infant child who remains in the hospital. Mitchell Leach was charged Monday with first-degree child abuse. His bond was set at $200,000. Leach remains in custody at the Macomb County Jail.
A mother claims that she and her son with autism were kicked out of the Great Clips hair salon in Brownstown Township and denied service due to an outburst by her 5-year-old son. Gloria Gonzalez says that instead of store employees allowing her to calm her son down, she was told to get out. And employees say the mother and her son were not asked to leave because her boy has autism. It was because of his erratic behavior.
She didn't let him sit down. She didn't give him a chance to calm down. She just blatantly told me that she was not cutting his hair.
Gonzalez says her son has had his hair cut at the location twice before, and she is asking for the stylist to be trained on sensitivity. The franchise manager sent.
That's all right. I'm going to get it for you. What I wanted to show y'all, what I was attempting to show y'all, was how every time they bring this subject up, they flash something in front of us. They flash something in front of us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask y'all to tolerate the little noise in my background for a hot second until I get this primed up and ready for y'all. Forgive me for a hot minute. Let's go here. Let's go here.
Good afternoon, I'm Allie Hoxie. Here are your headlines from 7 Action News. The CDC is backing 2 recommendations made Monday by the FDA. One involves a Pfizer booster 5 months after a second shot instead of 6 months for those 12 and older. The other recommendation calls for an additional primary dose for certain kids with compromised immune systems. The FDA approved recommending a booster to kids 12 to 15 years old. The CDC Advisory Board will meet Wednesday to discuss that issue. A mother from Inkster is now charged with abusing her 1-year-old son and 3-year-old daughter. And what prosecutors and police say that she did is quite graphic. Sarah Bowles was arrested Saturday at a home on Grandview Street. Wayne County prosecutors say when officers arrived to the home to conduct a welfare check, they found Bowles kneeling over her injured children. The prosecutors saying that the kids' necks had lacerations, and police found a knife in the bathtub. The mother is charged with assault with intent to murder, first-degree child abuse, and resisting and obstructing. Switching gears here now to the Powerball. Nobody won the 6 winning numbers in last.
Well, I'm going to get it for y'all. They started that one off with the hookup, but I'm going to show y'all what it do. I'm going to make sure I got at least several recent clips to show y'all what they do every time they talk about it. They did it kind of different right there. Let's see. I watched a movie called Oh man, and I just seen that. You know, back in the day, when they came out, I was selling CDs, and I seen it then, but I forgot all about it. But I just seen it a few days ago, and oh yeah, definitely going down on that movie. That movie was pretty intense. But you see those many years ago, all the talk about the viruses and all that stuff, right? So yeah, no coincidence there. No coincidence. My thing is this: I don't believe in coincidence, but instead of conspiracy, I would say I'm a coincidence theorist. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not like what I'm talking about haven't happened in all of our faces. So just to point out the fact that it's not organic is enough for me. It's a manipulation. Like, for instance, when I pointed out the gay manifesto and the bylaws within that, is it a coincidence that everything that dude said came to pass? Is that a coincidence? Is that a conspiracy theory? Or is that a fact? He said that it will be all kind of laws passed in behalf of the gay manifesto. Is that a conspiracy theory or is that a fact? Sound factual to me. because some of the weirdest stuff I heard was different genders being able to go in the opposite people's bathrooms. Now, if that ain't crazy to me, I don't know what is. I don't know. When it was all going down, I was trying to figure out what the hell. Why would that even be up for discussion? But it was, and it actually got voted in. Actually got voted in. You know. And dig this. That stuff was wrote out in 87 and then presented to us in 2005, 2013, something like that. Coincidence? Conspiracy theory? You tell me. But everything that dude wrote in 87 pretty much has come to pass. Pretty much has come to pass. See, they already know what happens when the land is declared. And once again, y'all, let me clarify this so won't nobody think that I'm coming at them in no type of way. There's 7 things that God hates, and a homosexual ain't one of them. It's because God don't hate the person. He hates the act. But when they labeled this land by way of lightning from heaven or Barack Obama, when they labeled the land and made it like it was something to be marveled, something that homosexuals was doing anyway, getting married and creating households and things like that. They was doing this anyway. But when Obama put his stamp on approval that the government would recognize it, they labeled it from that point on, even though it had already been. But for the generations at that point and beyond, they labeled it anti-God. And they already know what that means. That means the end is near. And see, they pre-planned this end. That's why they have the 8th kingdom already set up. I talked to y'all about the New World Order, but if y'all go and look at my list, it's the least amount of watched on my platform. I talked to you about the New World Order. Showed a few clips of people talking about it. It's already here. Already running things. And if I'm not mistaken, 2009 was the first year of the global government. 2009. So whether you want to believe it or not, that's up to you. That's up to you. But they've been letting it be known. They've been letting it be known. And, you know, they put it in the point where I can just go pick up random videos of theirs and they can explain it to you better than I can. So understand, just because you don't see it, don't mean you ain't being screwed. Did y'all see that rocket? Hold up. Let me show y'all something. Something that's right in your face, man. Let me show you something right quick. Let me show you these rockets. Show you these tools to go through the glass ceiling. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go to my channel. Okay, hold up. I got something even better, y'all. Oh yeah. Some good news. Mag Bit of Truth got back at me and gave me permission. Gave me permission to spread the knowledge. Yes, he did, y'all. So, being that's the case, let me show you something. I know I showed y'all something he put on the floor the other day. Yeah. Let me show y'all how deep this rabbit hole goes, y'all.
He sat there and fuck.
Yeah, okay, I got him on. Let me just show y'all this right quick. I'm gonna give a presentation first. I should go to images. Oops. I'm gonna go to images, y'all. I want to give y'all a presentation. I want y'all to see something right quick. I did that all wrong.
Did you want to stop putting it on again? You pick you up.
Okay, here we go right here, y'all. Let's see. This is a good picture right here. Let's examine this. Let's examine these right here. Okay, here I come, y'all. Now, I'm putting these images on the screen because I want you guys to see something. Because I'm going to show you another image after this. Y'all understand that NASA was built by I think his name was Warner Van Braun. He was an occultist. Better yet said, he was a satanic worshiper. He was a worshiper of the satanic. And when you go check around these names of these huge entities, you're going to see a lot of them had that in common. For instance, the founders of Planned Parenthood. Did you know they were Lucifer worshipers? Okay. Now let's look at the anatomy of this machine. All right. This space machine. Let's look at it. It's shaped like this here. See that shape? I want you guys right now, while I'm giving this presentation, you have permission to think perverted. Because that's what all this is about. It's about pervert shit. It's not about going in space. It's about you admonishing and admiring this, what you see on your screen. Huh? It's not about space. It's about phallic worship. You understand? It always has been and it always will be. Don't ever doubt what's right in your face. Let me show you something else. Y'all think these are coincidences? Just so happen. Let's see. Let's talk about it, y'all. Y'all think it is different? Any different than that? y'all think this about? What y'all thought it was about? I really ain't giving a damn about what you thought it was about. Now that I'm talking this shit, what you think is about now? And see them all over the world. And we got some men worshipers that say, oh, this ancient Egyptian shit. What you think they were? What you think they practices was? Now, if you believe they existed back then in the Bible days, you automatically know they dabbled in magic, right? You know they dabbled in witchcraft, right? Because when Moses threw his staff down and it became a serpent, they did the same exact thing. They did the same exact thing. And if you didn't notice, you didn't recognize what was said about it, I invite you to go check out the scripture. They let the Pharaoh know, man, hey, he ain't doing shit. We do the same shit he doing with magic. He ain't doing nothing, ain't nothing but just like what we doing. It's a deception. Ain't nothing. See, we can make frogs come out the ground and shit. We can turn the pool water red. Ain't nothing, man. We ain't gonna even do it on a big scale like he did. We just gonna show you, that it, we can do it too. This what helped Pharaoh keep his heart hard. You think a crazy motherfucker, a person with no sense, get to rule a whole land? No. He had help with that. He had help with being deceived. He rose up, and that's about all he did. He rose up. But that's what all this stuff is about. Nothing more. You can think it's something more, but it's just simply what it is. It's phallic worship. This been going on since before Pharaoh, since before ancient Egypt. So don't get it twisted. This been a reality. Always will be a reality, even in a new world order. This is what it's about. They tell you, they don't hide the fact what this is. This is a phallic. You got another one of these over there in England. You got another one of these over there in front of the where the Catholics at. Should I say where the Pope is at? My bad. This is their God. A human phallic. What you think the triangle up and the triangle down is, y'all? It's sex shit. What y'all think all that stuff is about? Some people say, hey, the triangle represents fire. Yeah, they have many meanings to them. Whatever you take it upon to put it up on a shelf and worship it, that's on you. But it ain't gonna change the meaning, the many meanings of it. It ain't gonna change the fact that it's an object, an idol being used in worship. They done created a whole land off a triangle upright and a triangle downright. They done created a whole country. And then they know it's a gang of sleepwalkers. They right off the bat say, oh, that's the Star of David. That's the Star of David. And people that believe in Christ holding this stuff dear, like it really means something. They got anything to do with God. Well, let's say the God of the Bible. The God that inspired the writings of the Bible. They know good and well it ain't got nothing to do with that. Now it do got something to do with one particular guy that's in the Bible, that's talked about and warned of in the Bible. That's what it has something to do with. It's magic, y'all. Remember how they presented magic and made it seem simple to us in the hood? They brought it through Disney and they brought it through sports. Because I don't care who you was or where you was and what you didn't mess with, everybody knew who Magic Johnson was back in the day. Everybody knew. Just like the voodoo, how they presented in the hood. Oh, you went around that pole wrong. You got to go back around that pole. Oh, you brushed my feet. You hit the broom. You hit my foot with a broom. I got to spit on it. All that stuff, man. Witchcraft. See, they presented in the hood little subtle doses of it. Little subtle doses of it. Then you allow these spirits to come into your life. What they call familiar spirits, y'all. They come into your life and then be the entities, then be the feelings you get when your hand itch. When your eye wink. You just automatically associate it to hood voodoo. Oh, I'm about to get some money. Oh, somebody about to come see me. And a lot of times, it be on point. A lot of times, it be the case. But see, instead of associating this with just us, being individuals that once was, or should I say our parents were once perfect, not understanding that some of us pick up things that other people don't pick up. It's a part of being imperfect. I'm sorry. Some things are manifested. Some things aren't. But the fact of the matter is, we know what we feel. We know what we witness. And it is some truth to some of those things. What up, though, Bree?
Fam, what up, though?
Nothing much, man. What's going on with you?
You the man. What's good with you, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, just getting over a little trauma, a little physical trauma, you understand, and trying to keep my head up, you know?
Yeah.
What's up with you, man?
Oh, man, I can't call it, man.
Feeling all
Can't
right?
call it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you catch the early part of this mission?
Yeah. I've been listening back and forth. You know, I got my baby, but
Oh,
I've been
okay,
listening.
okay.
Yeah. For
Okay,
sure.
listen, I want you to weigh in on something, brother.
What up, though?
You understand? I need you to weigh in on something, man, because we had that brother, that former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, kind of snap off, man. What can you explain what he was saying, brother? Can you explain what he was putting down? You need me to re-put that on the screen, or
Nah. I ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't really explain. You know, that's what he says is true. The only thing I could do is, I mean, you know, that's his opinion, and you know, I don't know what else to do, but okay, I don't know how we would be able to substantiate that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You say,
but yeah, but
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, it's definitely interesting, though, to say the least.
Okay, when you say substantiate, right?
Yeah.
What you mean as far as what he was putting down?
Yeah, how can we confirm that what he's saying is the absolute truth? Yeah. How do we substantiate it?
So let's say I mean I can think of 1,000 ways, but let's just say we can't. Let's say we can't confirm, right?
Okay.
Although after this conversation, I'm gonna show you, give you the answer to what you're asking for.
Okay.
But let's say for the sake of this conversation, we can't substantiate it, right?
All right.
What would be his reasoning for getting on a national scene or whatever type of scene that was and expressing himself in the fashion that he expressed himself and the things that he said coming from a 2-time Super Bowl person? What would be his, why would he do this?
I have no idea. I mean, you could obviously maybe think of suggestions. Maybe it's the truth, right? Or maybe he's disgruntled. Like I don't know. I don't know the reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Okay, with that you don't know part.
Right.
Another question I'm gonna ask you. Can you disprove what he's saying?
Oh no, I can't disprove it. No.
So no way you can disprove it.
No, I can't disprove it. No.
Okay.
At least I don't have the resources to disprove it available to me.
I think if it is a way, I think it's a way you can do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I don't have, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The wherewithal to do that. But yeah, I can't disprove what he's saying. No, absolutely not.
Okay, so check it out then. You asked the question, how can you substantiate what he was saying, right? Do you remember the Super Bowl he was talking about?
Yeah, the one with Seattle. Was it Seattle or was it Atlanta?
The one that he was in, the one that he won.
Who is that guy?
That was one of the defensive backs for the Tampa Bay. I can't remember his name, but
okay, Tampa Bay.
Press it back up. Do you remember him saying that he knew all their plays?
Yeah.
A playbook they hadn't used the whole season.
Right.
And all of a sudden they knew every play they had. They for whatever reason used it then.
Yeah.
Now see, he was on the winning side.
Right.
It wasn't like he fell short, right?
Right.
So with that in mind, you said how can we substantiate that?
Right.
What will motivate? Now he's not saying nothing no different than Tim Brown. Remember I showed you that Tim Brown clip?
Yeah.
Now he's not saying nothing. Now Tim Brown was on the losing end. He was on the winning end. So that ain't enough to substantiate what was going on or what he's saying right there in the stuff.
Not for me. Not for me.
Wow. Wow. So you saying a guy for the total opposite team that lost, and a guy that's for the winning team that won, say the exact same thing. Two different total platforms. Two like Tim Brown said this years ago. And this brother just said this about at Super Bowl 55. And you telling me that ain't enough right there?
Not to say that that's the truth. Now it supports their argument, but we're talking about truth. Just because they say it don't mean it's true. Now, I understand what they're saying. Now we got to figure out if it's true or not, if it's the truth. So until you could figure out if what they're saying is the absolute truth, then that's when you start to believe something. That's when you say, okay, I got the evidence. I believe it. Only until then.
My bad.
Nah, you good. You got that gas over there?
Little light something.
Yeah, I'm about to go upstairs and hit me something right quick. Trying to get this rice on right quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, with that in mind, I'm more of a skepticism, or should I say a skeptic when it comes to lining things up. And there's several things that he pointed out in there that he really didn't have to point out. But he pointed it out for the sake, because this is what people do when they want to expose something for what it is. They go to the root. And what this brother did is he went to the root. When they asked him what would be the turn, what would be the turn out of the game, he boom. Whatever Vegas decide, whatever would be the best move for the business, Now, that right there in itself spoke volumes to me, because I didn't even know this dude said all this stuff. The only thing I pointed out was, and I was just showing you where the dude was saying that they knew all the plays of the other team, before the other team even, hit the field. And he couldn't believe that they would use a playbook of their coaches that they coach already knew about. And we hadn't used it all season. So that right there in itself kind of stuck out to me kind of big. He pointed out the root to it. And then he also pointed out the fact that in the biggest game of our lives, a lot of these guys is out here live. Why would we go backwards instead of forward? And the explanation was, it's best for the league. It's best for Vegas. And people not really understanding that Vegas is the league. You understand what I'm saying? That's where the most revenue. That's why when you heard the referee get caught up, that's why it was said that he's a danger to national security. You figuring like this dude is just a referee? No, this thing is way bigger than just a game. It's way bigger than just competition. This best person going against this best person. It's way bigger than that. We're talking about billions every game, on every aspect of every game. Billions. So why wouldn't they control it? It's like real naive to think that they wouldn't control it. You don't think so?
I mean, hold on one second.
Yeah, take your time. That's the part that gets me right there. Just to think that these people will leave their money up to chance.
I mean, when you say control, what do you mean by control? Vegas is control. What do you mean, what do you mean it's control?
It's like this. You got $100 million, right?
Okay.
You're gonna go because you know the intricacies of what could happen and what could play. You got people that scouting this and giving you their best advice. You're gonna go with the best team, right? You're gonna go with the best team, okay?
I'm gonna go with you don't always bet on the best team. You know that, right?
What I mean
because you think
You're
Just
gonna go
because.
what your team decides on. You're gonna go with your
Oh, you talking about if I'm a part of the team?
Yeah, no. We talking about you $100 million. You have enough money to bet $100 million. Okay.
Okay.
And you have
I'm a sports bettor. Okay, go ahead.
you got a whole system working for you to help you determine what you gonna bet on and what you ain't gonna bet on. Now go from there.
Okay, so if I'm a sports bettor, I'm not gonna always bet my money on the best team. Like for instance, if Kansas City is playing Tampa Bay, Kansas City is a better team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When they played in the Super Bowl, just because Kansas City is the best team doesn't mean I'm gonna put my money on Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I might play a hunch. I might say, oh, you know what? Detroit Lions, they're on the 2-game winning streak. They might win the next game. Let me put my money on them. Or I might put my money with Chicago Bears because when they play Green Bay, they starting quarterback is out. You know what I'm saying? Or I had just put money on the I won like $60 yesterday. I put a $5 bet on Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they won. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it'd be a million and one reasons why you put your money on the team to bet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, me myself, I'm not a bettor.
Right.
I play the lottery probably once a month, if that. Just when I get a hunch, you know what I mean? So when it comes to betting, any fool would have known not to bet against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, especially after hearing the commissioner say something like he's going to make Tom Brady like the Undertaker. That was the clip I wanted everybody to hear today, but
see, the thing is,
refine that.
But the thing is, what about the Super Bowls where Tom Brady didn't win?
What about him?
Just because it's Tom Brady don't mean he's gonna win the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, he's winning Super Bowl. He wins Super Bowl, but you might say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go against Tom Brady," and you know what I'm saying. You come on top too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, see, the fact of the matter is that ain't no old stiff neck even got with all the talent that's in the league. There is no survival of a Tom Brady.
There is no what now?
No survival of a Tom Brady.
What does that mean?
What it means is that I've played the line when I played football. I know what holding, I know what cheating looks like. And I've been calling out Tom Brady, and he's my Michigan man, even when he was my Michigan man. I've called out Tom Brady since the Pats caught fire right after Drew Bledsoe was taken out the league. I pointed out how he always had the best line, and then I corrected myself years later by saying, "Oh no, I wasn't the best line. They just don't call nothing on him." And not to say they haven't had things called on them, but they don't have them called on them nowhere near as many of the things that I see go down on that line. I've seen tripping. I've seen clawing. See, the thing is, when you on defense, you can grab the jersey of the offenseman on that line and take him back and forth and stuff like that. But when you're on the offensive line, you're not allowed to grab jersey. You're not allowed. So when it comes to the physicalness on that line, we can go back and look at tapes. I can show you files all day long. Whenever you get ready to. I can show you all day long. I can show you men waving at the ref, getting hog tied, waving at the ref like, look. And no calls get made.
But this the thing though. Then why do Tom Brady done? Why do he got numeral? Why do he got 3-4 losses in the Super Bowl? If that's the case, like if it's all about them getting this prestige of winning, then why does he got so many losses in the Super Bowl?
Why do he got so many losses?
Yeah.
What do the losses supposed to mean?
That means that if it's about Tom Brady winning the championships all the time, then why does he got 3-4 losses in the Super Bowl? Wouldn't he have like 10 to 12 Super Bowls?
Well, check it out. You remember the Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
When they gave Undertaker credit for winning all of those WrestleManias, did he win most of them? Or should I say, did he win all of them, or did he win most of them?
He didn't win all of them.
Okay, but he still got the credit for it, right?
Yeah, but why lose at all is what I'm saying.
Why lose at all, right?
Yeah, why lose at all, right?
Because the dude said, the commissioner said that he will make him like the Undertaker. We know the Undertaker ain't or should I say ain't untouchable, but when it comes to the immortality,
I see. You using the wrestling reference. Okay.
The commissioners.
I know, but he's comparing it to wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So using that as a reference, right?
Process. You feel what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I see. Now you put it in context for me.
Okay,
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. So it wasn't like he was saying, I want Superman. He just want the motherfucking Undertaker. Why Brady? Brady wife. Did you see the interview Brady had when he was getting his face shaved, when he was talking about how his wife is a witch?
No, I ain't seen that one.
Check that out. It's a select or something like that, where he's telling you about his wife being a witch and that he knew when he was gonna lose the Super Bowl and knew when he was gonna win the Super Bowl.
Oh wow.
Yeah, check that out. And see, a lot of people ask that same question, like, why him? Well, see, the reason, and don't think that Michael Vick got played bold. Michael Vick knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. He knew he had to take a step down. He knew. But that whole move with Michael Vick was about Tom Brady staying where he's at the top. That whole move.
So that whole move was about what now?
Was about keeping Brady at the top of the food chain.
Brady would have been at the top if Vic was in there or not. Vic wasn't about to win no championship.
No.
What you mean, nah? Vic wasn't about to do nothing.
Not a fact.
Nah, he crazy. Nah, hell nah. Vic got caught up. That's what happened to Vic. It ain't got nothing to do with keeping Tom Brady on top.
Listen. If you telling me, bro, you done made it be damn near 40 years old, and you talking about somebody fighting dogs is getting caught up, bro. Come on now. You need to go to sleep and wake back up. You need to go to bed and wake back up, bro, because ain't no such thing in reality, man. You know this.
This, bro. What's not a such thing?
Ain't no millionaire, and I don't care if he had a worldwide dog fighting reign. Ain't no millionaire going to prison for fighting no dogs. That's just period. You know why? Because the military that protect that sits around him all day, that his security, all of them will have to go to prison with him. All of them will have to go with him.
The military that sits around him.
Yeah, his bodyguards. The people that the people that you sign your contract to, they order people to protect their investments all day, every day. They order people to not just protect you from enemies, but to protect you from yourself. What you think the contract about, brother? It's about you having to give up some of your personal privacies because these people have to protect their money. Come on, man. So why we ain't hear about no fleet of motherfuckers going to prison with Michael Vick, if that's the case? What, they had more money than him? They had better representation?
Because Vic was the one that was he was the one that was financially supporting the hookup. So yeah, he was the one that went because you know what I'm saying? He was the one supporting it.
Okay, so did you hear any charges brought up on all these other people that said that I'm speaking on that's his protection from the enemy and himself?
Well, I don't know nothing about all that now.
Hey,
that's what you saying. That's what you saying. I don't even know. I don't even.
As what I'm saying as you got from a goddamn Michael Vick fighting dogs.
I don't even. That's you saying all of that. I ain't saying all of that.
Yep. Now check it out.
Now, as far as how I feel about what you think is real, I can't really say.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that same energy you got for me, and I'm not saying that you're wrong for feeling that way.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but that same energy you got for me, have it for these people that told you that this nigga was fighting dogs in the first place. Because you ain't got no proof of that neither. All it is hearsay, just like what I'm saying. It's my say. I'm saying just don't be that way with me. But here these motherfucking strangers can tell you this crazy shit and you eat it with cake. Come on now.
I mean, but if
take your time, Bree. I hear what you're going through over there. Take your time, buddy.
yeah, I was. If it's about Michael Vick and if Michael Vick say I was fighting dogs, I ain't got no choice but to believe the nigga when you say he was fighting motherfucking dogs. So that's all I need right there. If you say it's happened to you and yeah, this is what I did and I'm sorry, then shit, you saying I did it. So why shouldn't I believe it? You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm feeling you on that. I really am. I'm feeling you on that. I told you when I first started off, I told you that motherfucker is in it too. He's not, don't, I said right off the bat, I said, don't feel sorry for him because he's in it too. He already knew what the fuck it was or what it is. So, you know, I got you on that part. Understand these rituals though, we look at them as our people being condemned. But see, in all actuality, it's these people graduating to a whole nother level. Now, I'm going to tell you what I say. This is hearsay. Not only didn't he do a day in prison, but I can guarantee you he ain't never got to worry about going hungry ever. Because he graduated. That humiliation ritual was a graduation. That's how they graduate in front of us. That Bill Cosby, R. Kelly thing. See, these people, they ain't never got to work. Their entity ain't never got to work no more. O.J. Simpson. They graduated. They on a whole nother level now. You'll see them in the news 2 weeks from now talking about this, that, and the other about them. Some of them even get the gift to say they died, knowing that you'll never know. They ain't never got to worry about the camera being in their face no more. But yeah, that's my say. That nigga ain't do a day in prison. And then in our time, Bree, we got Kwame. Kwame ain't did a goddamn day. And nigga, sure enough, I still see that nigga daddy coming over here playing lotteries across the street. Out in the open. Straight brotherhood. Ain't hiding. That nigga baby graduating. Or should I say graduated. Gonna do big things. Trust me. It's a ritual, man. They practice this, bro. But yeah, you know, take your time, Bree. Take your time.
I'm here. I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, motherfucker. Let me say it like, man. Gone too. Hey, I'm just freaking. Huh? No. I got you. I'm sorry, y'all. Ran into a little issue right quick with my lighter. But yeah, man. My thing is this, bro. They gonna do it like this. If you don't see it, it ain't my fault. If you get hit bad, it ain't my fault. If you ain't ready for it, it ain't my fault. Because we done told y'all everything you need to know to get ready. Whether you ready or not, it ain't none of my business. And I'm telling y'all what it is. When that nigga was going, remember they was putting that stuff on the news all day, every day, bro?
About what? About what?
Kwame.
Oh, Kwame.
Yeah.
What about it?
Do you remember how the aspect of him supposed to being removed was about him having an affair?
Yeah.
Now.
Well, it was more about the lies, but go ahead.
What? You know, the affair is a lie in itself.
Yeah, but that's not how they punished him, though. He wasn't punished because he had an affair. He was punished because he lied to the grand jury.
What did he lie about?
About being in contact with certain individuals and stuff like that, and misappropriating funds and stuff like that.
Okay, but what was the knockout punch though?
Shit, he had a lot of knockout punches. The lying to the grand jury, the what you call it, the embezzlement, them taking money from the water. He had like 2-3 counts of lying to the jury. There's a couple of them. I can pull it up right quick. Pull it up right quick.
Yeah, pull it up. So
yeah, let me make sure.
So far, you pointing out what the other mayors did before him too, right?
Well, I'm sure they had some, but I don't know to what degree.
Archie got accused of doing the same thing. He got accused of stealing.
Yeah, but I don't know to what extent though. You know what I'm saying? Like if I steal $1 million and I steal a $50 gift card, you know what I'm saying? That's two different things. You know, it's both stealing, but one would be more punishable by consequence than the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let me pull up this nigga
shit.
It is
what it is though, no matter how much the amount is.
I mean, yeah, stealing is stealing. Yeah, but okay. I mean, but we don't wanna if a nigga steal millions of dollars from the city and he steal $50, you know what I'm saying? I think the dude that stole millions of dollars should be held at a higher standard than the one that stole 50.
Well, see, I feel you on that because of the amount, but stealing is stealing, period.
I agree. Stealing is stealing.
And I don't feel like you should put
guilty of stealing.
More. It more means something because to do it anyway. Do it on purpose anyway.
Okay, if you would put a jail sentence, would you give them both the same jail sentence?
Yep.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Nah.
I can understand your logic. Don't get me wrong. I can understand where you coming from, but see, are we gonna make emphasis on the dollar amount, or are we gonna make emphasis on the act?
Well, it's all about the dollar amount. If it's not a certain dollar amount, then it's not a federal crime.
Something you can pay back with your money, with your
No,
out your pocket.
I'm saying if depending on the amount you steal, the feds won't even investigate unless it's a certain amount. Is what I'm saying.
Unless it's a certain amount, okay.
The feds ain't coming investigating low ball shit. They're coming for the expense. That's why the feds got involved, because they was in the millions. So they like, oh shit, this is our territory, and what comes with this is X amount of jail time on top of it, because you're talking about fed time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so basically the same thing. What happened to the previous? The same things that was going on with the previous mayors.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Corruption.
All of them
always
the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only take your job, but go to prison for it.
Again, if it's a certain criteria that meets Kwame's doing opposed to the others, then that's just what it is. It's in the guidelines. Yeah. They don't even bat an eye if it's less than if it's less than this and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. Well, the nigga didn't do a day in jail. All right. The whole thing was just a ritual in itself. It was a graduation party for him. It was a graduation party for him, and it was also a ritual to him purposely bringing down the spirits of young black people that consider themselves black, who think that this paradigm is an actual faction. The ritual on their conscience.
That's an interesting take. You know what I'm saying?
Once he was gone.
Hello? Oh, you're talking
my bad. What'd you say, Bree?
I said that's an interesting take.
I mean, it's just what it is, because it's all they all brotherhood. Man. This stuff don't go on. This stuff go on. The stuff that he was accused of go on every day, man. When he was going through that, I was doing the show in Cincinnati with Glowworks, and it was a mayor down there going through the same thing. Same shit.
Yeah.
I said, damn, I'm talking to some of the other people that got booths set up out there and stuff, and I'm listening to it on their news thing, and I said, man. We going through the same thing in Detroit. We got off into a full-blown conversation about 3-4 booths, dog. Just got in a circle and was just kicking it about this shit, man. I said, whoa. That's what I think made me, and that was back, bro, when I had the Cadillac. So I think that's really what made me say that I got to do what I'm doing right now, because, man, when we got together and we started kicking it, bro, we started exchanging numbers. We started exchanging business information, bro. I just lost all that stuff, man. But these was entrepreneurs, bro, that was smelling stuff that didn't smell right, bro. And we was just going through that, dog. We probably spent the last 2 hours together just going through there on some information, man. I said, damn. But the same issues, Bree, the same stuff with the taxes, and it was like when I was listening to the news broadcast, it was like I was in Detroit. But it was the same stuff I had just left from. That's when I was looking at the news all day, every day, trying to, fear,
right?
Pretty much fear. But yeah, bro. I definitely. I was on Prometheus show the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want you
to drop the link, dog. Drop
You
the
know, I
link in
don't
the
know how to
chat.
do that yet, bro. But his name
Oh,
is
okay.
Prometheus.
Prometheus,
Definitely sub to
man.
him, man, because he's trying to get off into these type of conversations.
Yeah, I was listening to I was listening to him the other day. I was kicking it because he's a believer, right?
Yeah.
I don't wanna miss what's the name nobody's stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, if I heard correctly, yeah. Okay, cool.
He definitely he wanted to have a conversation with me. I was supposed to finish a conversation with him off, and I got a little woozy and went to bed and didn't get on last night because I went to bed early. But we got to finish the conversation about Genesis 9. So put that on your repertoire because I want you to come with what you need to come with to get an understanding of that right there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like go ahead and proofread it and whatnot, so you be ready to attack it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. When y'all supposed to be doing that?
Well, when I get off of here, I'm gonna hit him in his comment section and see if he respond back to me.
Oh, okay.
Because we agreed that that'd be a good way for us to keep in contact with each other.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
until some trust get formed, and
Right.
we do it like me and Christ Council do it. I still ain't retract Christ Council phone number down, but I'm gonna get to it.
Oh, okay.
I done made some more videos and shit. I was just going through the comment section like, damn.
Right.
Kind of mentally draining, you know.
Hell yeah.
And I went through 10 different comment sections, and it wasn't no comments on them motherfuckers. I'm like, oh man.
Right.
I'm like, oh hell no, man. Let me find another way to do this. I'm draining. But yeah, man, I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna set something up. I think I need one more part to this video, but I think I'm gonna just I'll put that on the beginning of the next one. I'm gonna just see how things going, man. See if I get an appetite or something. Because I ate some noodles. I didn't eat some yesterday, so I ate that. Make sure I'm good before I start another stream.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hit you right before I do it and let you know what we're gonna do.
All right, bet. Absolutely.
All right, bro.
All right, fam.
Hey, thanks for coming through, man.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Yep. Thank y'all for coming through, checking me out. Please rewind, check out the information, go disprove it, come back at me. Tell me how you feel. I got one more I want to show y'all though. And I'm not gonna do it on this screen because I don't want to hold y'all up no more. I want to keep on putting y'all on hold while I go grab stuff I should have already had. I thought I had it, but I didn't. So I'm gonna correct that and probably come back late night. I'm gonna get in contact with Prometheus and see if he good for the day, and might come back and finish that Genesis 9 that he wanted that we was talking about the other day. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming to hang out with me. Please like and share the information if you enjoyed it. And hey, just spread the word. I've been noticing I've been having subscribers drop off. And understand this, y'all, it's never about the subscriber count. If I just got 2 or 3 subscribers and y'all ignite like a bomb and y'all spread what we talk about, hey, that's what I'm talking about. It's never about I never want nobody to get the misconception that I don't appreciate you. I do. But it's about the information. It ain't about the numbers. You know, if we can just get a few to holler at 1 or 2, a few of them to holler at 1 or 2, a few of them to holler at 1 or 2, we spread like a flame. And that's what I'm trying to accomplish, y'all. Not about the numbers, not about the money. We get to that on other channels I'm gonna create. But for as far as this knowledge, let's just each one teach one. Till the next time, y'all. I love y'all. Want y'all to be safe and want y'all to stay woke. We in the last days. Stay woke, y'all.